Hey guys, what's good? Mike here, Laker Talk. Great win for the Lakers tonight. Lakers beat the Bulls 96-90 on the road. Second game of a back-to-back. Second game of our 4-game road trip. We have a day off and then we fly, I think, to Toronto. Play Toronto, and then we come back and play the Grizzlies on a back-to-back as well. But great way to move along in this road trip. We're 1-1 now. Huge win. I didn't think the Lakers had a shot. Sort of going into this game, and then we were without Nick Young. They started Brandon Ingram at the 2, and watching this game, we were down by 20. We were kind of like lethargic, couldn't really get anything going. But the Bulls, for some reason, couldn't hit shots from the outside, and we just kept clawing and clawing and clawing. Stepped up our defense in the second half. Had some great defensive plays down the stretch in the fourth. In particular, Brandon Ingram. I'm going to highlight him and kind of zero in on him and talk about him for a second. But he had some big plays and really helped us win this game. He played huge on Jimmy Butler. But we'll talk about that in a second. But great win overall for the Lakers. Couldn't be happier watching this game. Let's talk about some players and who just highlight some players in particular. We're going to start off with Julius Randle. Julius Randle had a monster game, 13 points, 20 rebounds. Now, I was on Julius Randle all game because he was erratic as can be. Now, we couldn't have won this game. I give Julius Randle player of the game because he was just out there beasting, right? But there was moments in this game I was like, Luke, please take Julius Randle out. Just take him out the game. Put in Tarek Black because he's gonna lose the ball. He's gonna do something. Somebody tweeted at me, says, basically Julius Randle jumps in the air, tries to pass, and turnover. He had 5 turnovers, but he's so erratic. 4 turnovers, 5 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, and I think 3 of those was like offensive fouls. Just him, just bullying people out of the way. It's like I just want Julius Randle just slow down, dude. Just slow it down. But he just goes one speed, 100 miles an hour. And sometimes it's going to be good, sometimes it's going to be bad. Today, it ended up being good, ended up winning. But there was a moment there when the fourth, I was just like, Randle, just Luke, please take Randle out if you want us to win it. He's going to do something to mess this up. But Luke kept him in there, and we ended up winning the game. He made a big play down the stretch. Shout out to Julius Randle, in my opinion, for getting, for beasting it up and really, I think, deserving player of the game, in my opinion. Some other players that stepped up and played well. Lou Williams, 18 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Get this, plus 20 on the floor for Lou Williams, okay? Now, think about these plus-minus stats. Julius Randle on the floor was -5, okay? And we're going to talk about Brandon Ingram in a second. Lou Williams, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, plus 20. Jordan Clarkson, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, plus 13 on the floor. And then get this, Larry Nance Jr., shout out to him. Quiet, 12 points, 11 rebounds, double-double for Larry Nance Jr. Played a huge game. Had one rip, I think it was Portis. The dude, I think his name is Portis or whatnot. I forgot I'm drawing a blank. But ripped one and ripped the ball away from him and just threw him away and made a layup. 12 points, 11 rebounds for Larry Nance Jr. Plus 18 on the floor for Larry Nance Jr. That's our bench. T-Rob, 2.6 rebounds, plus 7 for him. Now get this. Now let's talk about Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram, throughout this game, I was like, man, he can't hit the left side of a barn, right? He can't hit, he couldn't make a shot today. Brandon Ingram still struggling from the outside. One out of 9. Okay, 1 shot out of 9 attempts for Brandon Ingram. 0 for 2 from 3. He ended up with 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. But get this, plus 14 on the floor. Brandon Ingram played 41 minutes. Now hear me out. I'm not like frustrated with Brandon Ingram. All I did was tweet out and say that he couldn't hit a shot. And that's true. He just couldn't make a bucket, right? But here's the thing about Brandon Ingram. Here's why I get on D'Angelo Russell when he's 1 for 9 or 2 for 11. versus why I don't get on Brandon Ingram when he's 1 for 9. Because Brandon Ingram played 41 minutes and was crucial on the defensive end that helped us win this game. Hands down. I don't care who you ask, watch the game. There were times in the game that Brandon Ingram got beat. You know, he got out-muscled and he was out of position and things like that. But he keeps fighting and clawing, and his defensive activity, his length, disrupted the Bulls so much in the fourth quarter in particular, and some key plays on Jimmy Butler that helped us win this game. That's why I'm not going to get on Brandon Ingram. I'm going to point out the obvious. Brandon Ingram cannot shoot right now. He struggles shooting the ball, okay? We need to help him with that. Is it a time right now to get on to worry about Brandon Ingram? No. If he's continuing to struggle next year in Summer League and he can't shoot, he's going to continue to be somebody off the bench, okay? If you can't shoot, you're going to come off the bench and just be that player and continue to be a defensive threat. Now, one thing I like to talk about in Brandon Ingram is he's our Tayshaun Prince. He's turning into that Tayshaun Prince. If you're too young to know who Tayshaun Prince is, just type in YouTube Tayshaun Prince defense on Kobe Bryant in 2004 finals, okay? You'll see a video there. It looks like it's shot on out of a potato, but you'll get a good clear picture of what Tayshaun Prince can do. Or type in Tayshaun Prince defense on Dwayne Wade, you know, lockdown defense on Dwayne Wade, like in the 2005 playoffs, okay? Just type in Tayshaun Prince defense and watch him. Same type of player, 6'9", long length, disruptive defensive players. These players are not superstars, but they're key players to championship level type basketball. Defense wins championships. We need defense. We need Brandon Ingram to continue to do what he's doing and continue to get better. The shots will come, but if he continues to play the defense that he's playing on players like, you know, like what he did like on Jimmy Butler tonight, and players when he's defending, he can switch off on different players and really disrupt other players' shots. So shout out, I was huge on Brandon Ingram. Had a poor shooting game, but played really good defense. 41 minutes tonight and really helped us win this game on the defensive end. So that's when I get on somebody like a D'Angelo Russell, when he's not shooting, he's not giving us that effort on the defensive end. And that's why I'll get on somebody like D'Angelo Russell and I'm not getting on somebody like Brandon Ingram. All right, so that's the thing about Brandon Ingram. Last but not least, shout out to Mac Hill, my guy who comments on my YouTube videos, and he straight called the game about an hour into the game. He tweeted me, Mike, Lakers winning this by 6. And get this, Lakers won by 6 points. So shout out to Mac Hill. You guys probably gonna hate him because, you know, he goes off on D'Angelo Russell worse than I do. But chop it up with him in the comments below and follow him on Twitter too. Anyway, that's all I got for this game. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts, what you thought about Brandon Ingram, you know, his poor offense, but what do you think about his good defense? And what do you guys think about Julius Randle's game? I was on him all game, but he, you know, I call him, he's like a bull in a china shop. But sometimes we're gonna get good, sometimes we're gonna get it bad. Julius Randle, slow it down, we'll be all right. On to Toronto. Until next game, holla at me in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for commenting, liking, subscribing. Follow me on Twitter at MikeSportsLA, guys. We'll talk soon. Peace.